Welcome back, Trader Troops. So, Decentraland, or Mana, I'm here to give you guys a quick update what I think it's going to do next. As always, I'm going to run you down through my technicals and give you the latest and greatest analysis. So make sure to smash out that like button and subscribe and hit that bell notification icon because I do post in real time and it's easy to miss these updates. So just make sure that bell notification icon is on and set to all. So with that being said, let's get into the video. So Mana, on the daily time frame, what we're going to see is that we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. First of all, clearly we've had these massive rallies in the past, and now we're in that sort of pullback phase. Our target on Mana is still $6.79, and that is because that is an ABCD pattern to the upside. We have A, B, and then projecting that forward, C, D, and that gives us from current price about a 53% room for the upside, okay? Now, the problem is that we're in the middle of nowhere, like I said, okay? If we take a Fibonacci retracement from this low to this high, again, on the daily time frame, we're going to see that we're kind of trading between the 382 and the 50% Fibonacci retracements, and kind of, we're not really bouncing on any given level. We're just stuck in the middle of those two. If we take a look at RSI, what we're going to see is that RSI has just broken down into a new low, and we're just coming off from being overbought, which is not a good sign. This is a bearish sign, and we probably will need to go lower until we reach about the midpoint on RSI before any meaningful moves to the upside. Okay, and I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news, but these are not good signs, okay? They just aren't. I'm always going to be honest with you guys, all right? If we drop down to a smaller time frame like the 4-hour chart, it also is a little bit of some bad news, okay? Now, there is some good news. The good news right now is that we're sitting at a level of support, okay? We've marked out these levels way in advance. We were hoping that this level would hold right in here. That did not hold. What we ended up seeing is we just cut through that level like butter. It was a level of support. We tried to push back up and we got immediately shot back down, and now this level is a level of resistance. So with that being a level of resistance that is now above us, we now have that, we have to deal with that selling pressure. The problem also is that since we are back in this level of support, yes, it is a good sign that we are currently holding, all right? This is a reaction zone. We can see in the past that multiple times we've tested this area between $4.36 and $4.20, and yes, it is holding right now, but the problem is that we saw a very strong drop into that zone, and we tested the bottom of the zone within the first candle that came into that zone, okay? Basically, what this tells us is that there was not a lot of buyers in this area. The sellers were very strong and were able to fight those buyers off up until basically the line in the sand, which is the bottom of the zone, for the buyers, okay? So that tells us that the sellers are very strong here, and the fact that we're also seeing today on the, again, 4-hour chart, we're seeing that we tried to push up again and again in that same area. We started seeing sellers starting to sell Mana. So in my opinion, I think this might go a little bit lower, and the area that it's going to go lower towards is going to be the next big level of support, which is unfortunately going to be down at around $3.80. But the good thing is that this should give us a pretty good buying opportunity, okay? So I do think we're going to go a little bit lower. If we want to measure that out, that's about 13% lower. Now, of course, this level of support could hold. I'm not saying it's not going to hold at all. Maybe it will hold, and then I'll give you guys an update then. But for right now, the price action that we're seeing, I'm just warning you guys that this price action is not very bullish, and it does look like the sellers are going to continue to push this lower down to around $3.80. Now, the good thing is, again, is that if we do get to that, down to this area, it is a very strong level of support, and I have a good feeling that that will be the most that the sellers can pull off. And once the sellers are gone, that gives plenty of room for the buyers to come in. So if we wanted to sort of buy in that $3.80 range down to around $3.50 range, our target would still remain that $6.80 range, which is roughly 76% higher from that area. And if you happen to have bought in this area of support, that's still about a 55% gain from there. Okay, so be on the lookout for a drop on Mana for now. I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but that's just my opinion. If we also take a look at RSI, for example, on the 4-hour time frame, we also still see that we are trading below the midpoint, which is where if you can trade above that, that is an uptrend, and you can see we're doing the opposite, right? We're trading below that, and we are failing to get above that. So this probably also needs to go lower down to oversold territory. And if we do go oversold on RSI, we'll probably also be at around that level of support in price, okay? And that's just from experience. So that is my update on Mana. I know it's not the best news, but there will be opportunity in the future, hopefully. Smash up that like button and subscribe button if you're new, and hit the bell notification icon as always, because I do post in real time, so it's very easy to miss my content. And of course, if you want to learn how to trade and learn everything that I know about trading, feel free to check out the Measuring Markets program, link in the description down below. We have a session today, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.